Yes, dear.
Miss, will we have a writing test next week?
Yes, writing test is next week.
Oh,
It will be on Monday.
yes, thank you, Miss.
Your
In
writing
research and in literature, in literary analysis and
literary analysis and argumentative essay.
yes. Do we have topics?
Of course, you have topics and argumentative essay.
In literary analysis, anything, or we also have.
In literary analysis, you'll be asked to analyze an excerpt of your book that you've studied.
So almost any excerpt in our book.
Yes. Okay, so welcome dear. So now we will solve the grammar, the chapter review of chapter 12. Did we finish page 230?
Miss, we started number 17. It was the last number we solved.
Okay. Okay. I will share it now. Okay, did we solve 17, you know?
Yes, Miss, we did solve 17.
How did we solve it? What was the answer of it, dear?
Yeah, the answer was number 17, right?
Yes.
You're asking for number 17?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have dishes for our guests with curry. So I think that we said we have dishes with curry for our guests.
Yes, because of course the guests will not be with curry. Okay, so we go to so number 18, Noor Bilal.
Yes, Miss. I saw the pictures of herds of elephants in that magazine. I saw the pictures in that magazine of herds of elephants.
Yes, dear. Okay, and then do you see now, girls, the book?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 19, Sarah.
We poured lemonade in tall glasses for everyone.
Yes, dear. 20, Lujain.
Is it correct?
It is about only. Only, the rule of only.
Paid me only half.
Excellent, paid me only half. Yes. Yes. Because if he only paid me, it means he paid me only. He didn't pay anyone else.
Okay.
Okay. Then we moved now to the dangling modifier, and we said dangling modifier is when I have a modifier and I don't have, okay, I don't, يعني in misplaced modifier, it modifies another word like here. Like with curry modifies guests instead of modifying dishes, but in dangling modifiers, I have the modifying word with no, I have a modifier with no modified word. Okay, so exercise 10 in page 231, Layan Maghrabi.
Yes. Isn't it correct?
After agreeing to a ceasefire, the fighting began again.
Oh, I thought we. Oh, yes, yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't apologize, dear.
The fighting began again after agreeing to ceasefire. The same thing. Yes. Isn't it correct, Miss?
Look, if you look at at the example he gave you, example above in the same page above, he says to you, after searching for hours, the missing letter turned up on my dresser. Here it is more clear because the
Yes.
word's meaning is who has been searching for hours. So after agreeing to a ceasefire, the fighting agree to a ceasefire.
Yes, yes. I
Yeah.
got.
Who after agreeing, who agreed?
Okay, so after agreeing to cease the fire, the tribes began fighting again.
Excellent. The tribes, because here it will be after agreeing to a ceasefire will modify tribes. Excellent. Dear. So I had to add from outside because I don't have here, because it is dangling modifier, not misplaced modifier. I have to change its placement. No, it is dangling. So I have to add one. Okay. Number two.
Miss, can you
Rina?
repeat the word that's added?
Okay. I repeat what? The sentence?
No, only the word that she added.
The tribes.
Yes, okay, thank you, Miss.
Okay, number two, Rima.
Yes, miss. Having crossed the finish line, the spectators watched as the exhausted skier collapsed. Is it correct?
Where is the modifier? Okay.
What?
One minute, Rima. Okay, I'll come back. 1 minute. Here's girls, I'm back. I'm sorry. Okay, we are in having crossed the finish line. The spectators watch as the exhausted skier collapsed. Huh?
I'm not sure, but I think it's correct.
Yes, because I have spectators here, right?
Yeah.
But they crossed the finish line?
No, the skier. No.
So how can I fix it?
Um,
Who crossed the finish line, dear? Rima. Who crossed the finish line?
the athletes.
Yes, the athletes, where are they? Or the skier? They crossed the finish line. So change it, Rima, change the whole sentence as you want. You can create a new one. So the spectator watched the what? Huh? Rima. Spectators is not modified by having crossed the finish line because they did not finish the cross the finish line. They haven't crossed the finish line. Who crossed the finish lines? The skier here, dear. The skier are the athletes, those who ski. Rima, are you here? Any other girls? Anyone can solve it? Girls.
Can I try?
Yes. Yeah, anyone.
Can I say it, Miss?
Yes, please, Lucy. I think
Having
Rima's
crossed,
connection got lost, huh?
yes, having crossed the finish line, the skier collapsed
Excellent.
while the spectators watched them.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, number 3.
Miss, is it correct
Yes.
if I said the the spectators watched as the exhaust skier collapsed after he crossed the finish line.
Yes, yes, you can change it as you want, but you do not keep a dangling modifier, so you can change it as you want. Okay.
Okay, miss.
Number 3, Malak Wasim. Malak Wasim, Najwa.
Yes.
Malak,
Yes,
you're
miss.
here. 3, 3.
Flapping in the breeze, I watched the towels on the clothes line. Is it right?
Flapping. I flap.
Flapping in the breeze,
Yeah,
breeze.
you know flap. What is flap? In the breeze, it means fly
The
in the breeze.
clothes. Yes. So flapping in the breeze, the clothes line. No, wait.
Were
The
watched by me.
towels on the clothes line.
So it will be, I watched the towels.
On the
Okay.
clothes line, flapping in the breeze. So flapping in the breeze will be after.
Yes. Okay. Because it's here. Okay, towels. Number 4, Najwa.
After hiking in the darkness for half the night, the sun finally rose. I guess I'll add rewatch. The
Excellent.
sun.
Watch the sun finally rose. Excellent, because who were hiking in the darkness? Excellent. Natalie, 5. Natalie, Note, Kadra, Lana, Durra,
Yes, miss.
Durra, huh? 5.
Sitting alone in the house, every noise seems suspicious. Maybe I'll add sitting alone in the house. Uh, we found every noise suspicious.
Excellent, dear. Excellent. Number 6, Ragad, Diana Shahil.
Miss, did you call Lana?
Yes, Lana, I called.
Oh, Miss, I thought it was Dana.
No, Lana. يلا Lana, dear. 6.
Should I start 6? Okay.
Yeah.
Before ending the discussion, the budget cuts came up. Can I say the budget cuts came up before ending the discussion?
No, here, who in the discussion? Here, I don't have someone who in the discussion or a group of people. So before ending this discussion, the budget cuts came up. So we have to add something. I have to add a pronoun or a noun that those people in the discussion, not the budget. The budget cannot end the discussion. Before ending the discussion, who end the discussion, dear?
Miss, I don't know who. They didn't
Anyone.
say.
Anyone in the discussion. Anyone. Any name. Anyone.
So the budget cuts came up before
No.
Jack ended the discussion.
Jack, for example, before
Yeah.
ending the discussion, Jack, and then Jack there should be Jack here, because Jack will be modified by before ending the discussion. So before ending the discussion refers to Jack or Jack and his friend. Jack and his friend discussed or opens the topic of the budget. Okay, the budget cuts. Or Jack and his friend, before ending the discussion, Jack and his friend agreed. Okay?
Okay, Miss.
So I have to add here. I added here. Jack and his friend agreed on the budget. Okay? Number 7, Kadra, Layan Fadl. Okay, Jude.
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Um,
Flying.
flying south for the winter, we saw several flocks of geese. Can I say we saw several flocks of geese flying south for the winter?
Yes, because we here, I have we. So we, of course, flying south to the winter is not modifying we, it is modifying geese. So I have to give it closer to geese. Excellent dear. 8, Fatima?
Yes, miss. Right.
Yes, someone says miss. Yes, dear?
Yes, miss. I want to ask you a question about this one.
Yes, dear.
Number 7.
Yes.
Miss, isn't this considered as a misplaced modifier?
Yes, it is misplaced modifier, but he brings it in the... And there is another one misplaced modifier, by the way.
Yes, number 3.
Uh-huh. Here, yes. Okay, Fatima?
Yes.
Miss, I'm sorry, just before Fatima, Layan Fadl can't open her mic, it's lagging.
Okay, dear.
She raised her hand.
Okay, dear. Thank you, Habibti, because I can see. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome, Miss.
Yes.
While racing for the train, the man's hat blew off his head. While we were racing for the train, the man's hat blew off his head.
Yes. While what?
While we were racing.
Yes. Okay. Okay, you add we were racing for the train, the man's hat blew off his head. Okay. You changed it? Okay. Thank you, dear. 9, Jumana. Jumana. Dareen.
Yes, miss.
Yes, Dareen.
Before leaving for the play, dinner was served.
Jumana's here. 9. Yes. Yes, dear, continue.
Before leaving for the play, dinner was served.
Mm-hmm. Who left for the play? Add people. You have the same idea. You have to add people. Because the dinner will never leave for the play, dear. Before leaving for the play, they modifies dinner. Dinner will leave the play.
Before we left for the play, dinner was served.
Before leaving for the play, we had our dinner. Because before leaving for the play, we'll modify we. Again, dinner was served. Okay, this is correct sentence, but before leaving for the play here is an adjective clause modifies dinner. So the dinner left for the play? No. So before leaving for the play, we had, so it will modify we had our dinner served. 10, thank you, dear. 10, Dareen?
Yes, miss. Miss, are you hearing me?
I hear you, dear, yes.
Okay. After studying hard all year, a good grade was earned. A good grade was earned after studying hard all year.
Yes, and I can add here I earned a good grade. Okay, so it modifies I. Okay, Dareen?
Okay, miss.
Okay, exercise 11. Okay, exercise 11 on page 233. رغد، مايا، دانا وائل، دانا شاهين، زينة، all of these are absent. Sarah?
Number 1.
Yes.
Facing all embargoes in the 1970s, the national maximum speed limit was reduced to save gasoline to 55 miles per hour. This is not correct because facing oil mirrors the national maximum speed. But should I say the national? Is it correct if I said the national maximum speed limit was reduced to save gasoline to 55 miles per hour after facing oil embargoes in the 1970s?
Yes, yes, yes. Because facing oil embargoes in the 1970s, the national maximum speed, the organization had found an oil embargo. Excellent here. So say it again. How did you do it?
I just replaced facing oil embargoes in the 1970s per hour, and then after facing oil embargoes in the 1970s. I added after and added the first line. So it became the national maximum speed limit was reduced to save gasoline to 50 miles per hour after facing oil embargoes in the 1970s.
Yes, you added after facing oil, but who faced the oil embargoes?
The government.
Yes, the government. Excellent. So the government.
After the
Because
government
here
faced
it is not referring to the government, it is referred to what the national maximum speed limit was reduced. So so what faced oil embargoes? Countries or governments?
So I can say after the government faced oil embargoes in the 1970s, the national maximum speed limit was reduced.
Yes, but after the government faced oil embargoes, so you change it here and you make it verb.
Yes.
So facing oil embargoes in the 1970s, the government, okay, decided to reduce the national maximum speed limit to save gasoline to 55 miles per hour. Okay, number two, Rima. Lujain.
Yes, miss. Arguing that it also saved lives, the new speed limits were embraced by policymakers.
I will answer it. Arguing that it also saved lives, the policymakers, okay, decided that
Yes.
new speed limits were the new speed limits were reduced or embraced. Arguing that it is also saves life, the policymakers decided to limit the speed limits or to embrace the speed limits. Policymakers decided to embrace the speed limits. So answer 3, Rujai.
Now every state except Hawaii has abandoned the speed limits of the 1970s.
It is correct. No change. Number 4. So look at 4, Rujai.
Miss?
Yes, dear Rima.
I'm sorry, my mic was lagging.
Answer 5 here, Rima, after Rujai. 4 years, Rujai.
Traveling down the road at faster and faster speeds, accident rates are predicted to go up.
Yeah. Traveling down the road. The accident rate are predicted, يعني traveling down the road. The accident rate, we're traveling down the road?
No, the cars.
No, not the cars. People, because the cars, they do not travel alone. So traveling down the road, we, at faster and faster speed, we noticed that accident rates are predicted to go up. You got me? Say it again, Lujay.
Traveling down the road at faster and faster speeds, we noticed that the accident rates are predicted to go up.
Yes, dear. Okay. Then Rima, 5.
However, that doesn't always happen. It's correct.
Yeah, leave 5. We go to 6. Although that here we have that doesn't always happen, that refers to what? That doesn't always happen. What doesn't always happen? So we have to fix it. 5.
But there aren't any modifiers, so. However, accident rates don't always go up.
Yes, change it as you want, dear. Change it anything, Yarima. Change the sentence as you want, dear. Just make it understood.
However, a rise in accident rates doesn't always happen.
Yes, yes, yes. Number 6. Ghada? Asma?
Yes, miss.
Yes, Ghada, 6.
Accepting the automobile death rate increase as a result, it has surprised me many people to find that it has not.
Expecting the automobile death rate to increase as a result. Who expected the automobile death rate to increase? You should have add here, okay, who expected the automobile death rate to increase?
Can we say after expecting the automobile death rate to increase as
So I can get people here, okay, after expecting the automobile death rate to increase as a result, people were surprised to find out that it has. People were surprised because people here expecting the automobile death because people here. So I get people here. Okay?
Okay.
In fact, the death rate is actually down slightly. 8. Durra? Asma, where is Asma? Asma didn't source today. Asma?
Yes, miss.
Asma, they 8.
Nevertheless, there are some contradictions in the data.
Yes?
It's correct.
How, dear?
Is it correct?
There are some contradictions in the data. Yes. So go to 9.
After studying accident rates on state highways, accident rates.
So after studying accident rates, studied the accident rates? The accident, studied the accident rates, or we have to add here something or someone who studied the accident rates?
Yes, we have to add. Maybe.
After studying accident rates on interest highways, policymakers, okay, should consider accident rates or rural rates. Okay, so I had policymakers or the government or people or but it is more to be policymakers, okay, or the government must also consider accident rates and rural roads. Okay. 10.
Yes, miss.
Yes. Kadra?
Yes.
Kadra, 10.
These are the nation's dead list roads, 2-lane highways with the sharp curves and narrow shoulders. It's correct, I guess.
Yeah, so he said it is better also to change that and this, but it's okay. So these what are the nation's dead list routes? The what? Rural routes and the accident routes. Okay, so go to 11.
Okay, 11. Not being affected by the national speed limit, people did not actually know how changing speed limits affect death rates on these dangerous back roads.
So it will be what? Not being affected by the national speed limit, people do not actually know how changing speed limits affect death rates on these injuries. Is it correct not being affected by the national speed limit people? Modified people?
Yes.
Yes, because we have people here. Okay, so, okay, girls, we want to go to here. I'll not share it now till we solve. We'll go to page 235 and go for 5 minutes break and see you after the 5 minutes break, okay?
Yes,
Okay,
bye.
Bye.
Bye, Miss.